All right, y'all. So, welcome to my channel. All right, so I'm gonna be talking about the sixth house and how you can use it as a means of self improvement. So, this is probably a pretty quick video on how you can go in and analyze the birth chart specifically and what it is to look for in the chart. So, what to look for when it comes, okay, so the sixth house in general, we know that it's habits and routines. So you can find your spending habits in the house, eating habits, if you exercise or not, things pertaining to work, literally your everyday life, everything's in there. Like bills, taking a shower, whatever, everything's in there. So things to look at in order to see how you can improve your sixth house. First of all, if you have sixth house planets, you are going to look at those planets in the sixth house can possibly be debilitated, meaning that they're weakened. So the planets that are in the sixth house, those may be some things that you have issues with already. So you would want to look at those planets for remediation. So another thing to consider about self-improvement with the sixth house will be to look at the of course, the sign of the house, but its ruler. So if you're not familiar with rulership, sun rules Leo, moon rules Cancer, Mars rules Aries and Scorpio, Venus rules Taurus and Libra, Jupiter rules Pisces, Sagittarius, Saturn rules Aquarius and Capricorn. And that's traditional rulership. If you're into modern rulership, then you know that Uranus is co-ruler of Aquarius, Pluto co-ruler of Scorpio, Neptune co-ruler of Pisces. So you will want to look at the rulers and you will want to look at the aspects being made to rulers. I would say major and minor aspects as well, but definitely the major aspects, the trines, conjunctions, sextiles. You'd want to look at those because your ruler tells you how you're functioning in your everyday life. So if you're wanting to look to improve like mood, how you feel, and all of that, you're gonna want to look at where your ruler is placed and what's aspecting your ruler. All right, and let's see. There are other houses to consider also when you're looking at what to improve within the sixth house. You're gonna want to look at the planets that trine the sixth house, which are the second and 10th houses. I find that planets that sit within the second house impact your experience of your everyday life because the second house is our morals, value system, and it's also connected to our material pleasure. 10th house, this of course can impact your sixth house because 10th house is connected to career, but it's also connected to reputation, your social status. So I would say how others can impact you in your everyday life, and also what you do when you go out in the world is another thing. Like you can see your current everyday life just by looking at those houses. So the eighth house, you will also want to look at the eighth house. If there are planets in the eighth house, planets in the eighth house can be debilitated, meaning that they're weakened, and you absolutely want to remediate those planets. So if someone was to have Venus in their eighth house, this could show that one may have issues with their self-esteem, maybe issues with money, issues within relationships, Or if someone has Mercury in their 8th house, issues with communication, issues with processing information, that's all I can think of for now. But yeah, you're gonna want to look at planets in the 8th house, and then of course the 6th house sits on an axis with the 12th house. I made a post a while back speaking about that axis, and I was saying how the 12th house can show deep-rooted issues that we have, and you can go into your 6th house to see how to improve those deep-rooted issues.